Hey, I'm Pete from PMG Auto Care. Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is all about an absolutely beautiful Sonoma Green Audi RS5.
I need to log off, I need to step back. Constantly online, causing me setbacks too. Every day see so many people doing the things you do, and they're doing it better.
Special car, special color. Really looking forward to pushing the paint in this and just taking it to a whole new level. You can see it's pretty swirly and stuff already through the dirt, but once we get it to the back and all that road grime off, we're probably going to see a more complete picture of just how much work's going to be involved in this. Well, what we're going to be doing is paint correction. We're going to be putting ceramic protection on the body, which is going to be Gtechniq's awesome Crystal Serum Ultra. Then the wheels are going to get refurbed, and then we'll be coating that fresh refurb finish with C5 wheel armor to keep them good, and then a glass coating just to round it all out. So first things first though, get the car out into the wash bay. There's a bit of grime built up on it, and a bit of greenery and around the rubbers and all the edges and stuff. So need to make sure we take care of all that, and then get it inside, and we'll see what we're really dealing with.
Yeah, you wanna put that dish in your mouth.
Wish you could slide into my mind and make me mine. Push play rewind. It's sweet outside, and so am I. You wanna slide like dynamite. Lay your eyes on me, find out with me, baby. Yeah, next round on you. I'll take that too. Be good to you. My appetite. Turn my head with a side flip. I know you like it. Baby, go and earn it. First day, first turn. Let me draw your map, so you know where you're at. Like to attract, and you react. Lay your eyes on me, find out with me, baby. Yeah, next round on you. I'll put that too. Be good to you. My appetite.
Straightforward wash process is probably the last easy thing that we're going to get with this car. Now it's here and it's under the intense lights. Well, the paint is telling a sad, sad story. And that story, I think, is that it's been prepped really badly by a dealership. I know that this was bought as a used vehicle. It's a prestige car, and dealerships think they're doing the right thing by prepping it to look as good as it can look. Listen, if you're a dealer and you're not going to pay a detailer to do it, leave the car alone. All you're doing is creating a greater headache. Now, this probably looked great at the time, but as soon as it was washed a few times and all of those fillers from those cheap and nasty polishes are pulled out of the car, well, the paint is an utter mess underneath it. There's no way this doesn't look worse than whatever it looked like before. We'll have our work cut out for us. Let's pop the camera off and show you exactly what we're dealing with. So starting off with this bonnet, that is just chock full of holograms. There's still loads of swirl marks in there. It is really robbing the true finish of this spectacular colour. And this is true for all of the vehicle. And this has happened because it's been a rotary polisher. It's been done probably in a hurry and not with someone with the right skill set and, more importantly, the right products. So that's just polish. It's not been broken down properly. all the fillers are lifting out after a few washes, and you're left with this utter mess that's behind. And every single area of this car is the same. Now, I know it looks glossy here, it definitely does, it's a glossy colour, but this is just uniform across the whole vehicle, every single bit of it. Now, the good news is it's a German car, the paint's pretty hardy, so we can really, really push it. But it's definitely going to be more work than it would have been if the dealership or whoever polished this car had just left it alone to begin with. You can see holograms run the whole length of that pillar, and the roof is pretty bad too. So it's pretty uniform. The car is equally unpleasant all over. So, yeah, we have our work cut out for us, but what a transformation this one's going to be. Hopefully that's give you an idea of the scale of the task ahead of us. Now, the truth is that those rotor-induced defects actually look a lot worse than they are, and they're pretty easy to rectify. The fact that it's also a metallic, fresh Audi means that we can be really aggressive with our polish and pad combination. We're going to jump in there with trusty microfiber pads from Maguire's, and then mixing their awesome 105 and D300 combination together gives us the exact level of aggression that we need for a job like this. You'll see that combination used in the channel a lot. We do an awful lot of German cars, so it's probably one of our biggest go-to compound and pad combinations, but it just works, and it's all about getting the job done. Now, a colour like this is real special. Whenever we see this, hopefully out in the sun at the end, although it hasn't been too sunny as of late, but the car should look a totally different colour sitting outside in the natural light than what it does sitting in here under the artificial light. Now, the key to getting that sort of changing element is going to be spending loads of time refining, getting the paint to the maximum clarity possible. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. First thing we really need to do is get the wheels off. So by the magic power of editing, it's going to make it look like it isn't a total bollock getting this up and on axle stands. But let's get up in the air, get the wheels away, and then we can get cracking with this job. So that is the heavy cutting stages finished on the RS5. That Sonoma Green paint is looking pretty spectacular at this point. I really like doing German stuff. It's got good quality, hard paint that you can really get in there with a microfiber and just push and push and push. Now, as always, there are some small defects left in the paint that just cannot be fixed. They're beyond the clear coat at this stage, but they're so minimal and in such hidden places really. If you're not seeing it under the lights in here, you're probably never going to see it in the daylight outside. But what you will see is us sharpening this finish up even further. So although we could go in heavy there and really push it with the microfiber pads, because the paint's so hard, it hasn't really introduced any machine and just defects. So you're not seeing any micro marring or anything like that that appears to be robbing the finish. But the fact is, going in with that real soft finishing polish and real soft finishing pad is going to add so much more depth to the finish. It's just going to make it more optically clear. It's going to let that colour changing effect of this amazing colour really shine through and get that metallic flake to just really pop off the surface of the paint. It's going to be a pretty straightforward, easy process. Not even going to be hugely time consuming because we're not really fixing defects at this point. All we're doing is sharpening up the finish. Let's get cracking on that, and then we can get on to protecting it. That is the refinement stages all buttoned up on this at last. To be honest, that was a straightforward process like we thought it was going to be, but it made a huge difference to the gloss and depth of that finish. I knew it would. I knew it was worth spending a few extra hours just finishing that off. Now it's time to get the car buttoned up and finished off and all the protection applied. The wheels are back from refurbishment, so we're going to get them in, coat it with C5 wheel armour, back onto the car. Then we can get the car dusted down and coat it with Gtechniq's awesome Crystal Serum Ultra. Absolutely mega product. It is going to really, really boost the gloss even further in this finish. And then we coat the glass with G1 glass coating. Then that's it. This is finished, and we can show you just how good it looks. That's the protection all laid down, and the car looks amazing. Just one thing left to do, and that's show you guys it finished. Doesn't that look amazing? And you can really see the difference in the tone of that colour depending on the lighting circumstance. Outside now, all that gloss is showing off those wide hips that the RS5 has. Awesome colour, awesome noise. What's not to like about an RS5? What a spectacular car. With that, that draws the video to a conclusion. Also, that little GT86 behind us is drawn 2023 to a conclusion for us. That is the last car that we have detailed this year. It got paint correction and coatings. Unfortunately, no video on that one, but we do have one more video coming up before the end of the year, and that is a history of PMG. Might not be your guys' thing, but we thought we would introduce a few of my personal cars onto the channel, sort of plans and stuff to see if you guys are interested in that type of content as well. And it'll show you our facility, our storage facility, all those different types of things. So look out for that next week. And then next year, we're kicking it off with a Land Rover Defender, which needs a huge amount of work. They are really tricky. They're a detailer's nightmare. So that'll be an interesting job, no doubt. And then we're also doing a lovely Jaguar XFS shooting brake. Also a stunning car. I think it's Italian racing red. Beautiful colour. Doing a minor correction on that. So that'll be the first few videos to kick off with next year. As always, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far and you found it entertaining, please like and subscribe. And even drop a comment of what you would like to see us cover on the channel. Say we're getting into how-to series and stuff as well. All your feedback really helps us gear all of our content towards what you actually want to see. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.